Hey you, yeah you, are you about to get a car soon? Is it that time? Are you tired of the tinker that you have? Are you tired of that clunker that you have? Well, whether this is your first car, your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth, no matter how fast and furious you've been out there in them streets, this video is for you. Hey you all, thank you so much for returning to Shonae's Law. This is part 8 of our Millennial Success Bylaws series. Today we're going to talk about buying a car. And again, if this is your first car, your second, your third, or if you were just reckless endangerment all over these streets, it doesn't matter. There's a few things to consider before going out there and buying a car and going through all that process all over again. All right, let's get into it. So number 1, be prepared. Make sure that all of your finances are in order and that you've covered all of those bases already. Make sure that your credit score is still in good standing, your credit reports are healthy, and you have no issues or no problems on them. Make sure that you have been saving money and that you have a handsome down payment ready to put down on a car of your dreams, or at least the car you've been working hard to get. Make sure that you have a steady source of income rolling in that allow you to take on some new debt, i.e. a new car note, and that you'll also be ready for any of the insurance premiums that might increase. Make sure that you are bundling. So whether you have an apartment or a car, life insurance, etc., make sure that they're still getting bundled, that you can take on new debt and new insurance increases that might occur from this new car that you're about to get. Number 2, buy within your budget. This includes savings and loans. Decide if you want a new car or a used car. It's really up to you and where you are in life. If you're starting out and this is your first car, typically most people's first car is a used car, and it's a learning experience. You learn about how to get the car, what goes into it, and you learn how to take care of the car. But the amount that you've gotten approved for, so you can know what your limits are and how much you can afford without having to go over that budget and get an impossible debt. Make sure that you're going to a reputable credit union, lending company, or even a bank to apply for the loan, get the loan for the car, and you can take that amount with you to the dealership. Just don't go to the dealership without getting pre-approved. A lot of horrible things can happen. You can end up signing up trying to get a car that's like $32,000, $48,000, way more than you can actually even get approved for. This is also going to keep the amount of people looking into your credit and putting inquiries on your credit report. So if you get pre-approved before going to the dealership, you have a better chance of getting the car that you want, that you can afford, and getting this process done as quickly as possible without any hard inquiries on your credit report. A lot of people like to go to a credit union to get their loan because they're a little bit more easier to deal with. They are more lenient, more lax, and you're more likely to get approved for a higher amount of money with a less interest rate if you have a relationship with this credit union prior to even getting your car. Now, if you're leasing a car, this is going to be different. You definitely want to look up the rules and regulations in terms of that leasing agreement, as there is a cap on how many miles you can have on this car when you bring it back. There's a certain amount that you can use a month, and when it's time to turn it in, you have to meet all that criteria set out on that contract when you release that car. That's a whole different video, but we're talking about buying cars today. So when you are buying cars, decide whether you want to go to a credit union, lender, or an institutional bank. Once you do that, you get pre-approved for the loan, and that takes care of a lot of problems down the road. Number 3, have a realistic idea of what you want. Have the make, the model, the year of the car already in mind. Figure out which one best completes and fits your lifestyle. Then make sure that they have a great reputation and that you've looked up their past history to see if there were any fallacies that you should be aware of before trying to break bread with them. Make sure that they are a trustworthy business and that they're near your home so you can always take the car back for any recalls or necessary repairs that you can expect in the future. Seek out the customer reviews, the forums, and social media. See what people in the area have to say about these people. Good experiences, bad experiences. When there was a problem, how quick were they to jump to action and take care of it versus just letting the problems fester and leaving you sad and miserable and possibly getting buyer's remorse. See if these people are proactive, if they take action and hold themselves accountable for any issues that you may have that were their fault. You also want to make sure that they are in good standing with the Better Business Bureau. This says a lot about a company who is certified and who has a good relationship with the Better Business Bureau. Look that up before you even go. Number 5, prior to purchase essentials. You want to negotiate the terms of this loan. You're already pre-approved. You know the car that you want, found your reputable dealer. You want to negotiate the terms. You want to negotiate pricing. You want to negotiate interest rates. You just don't want to take the car as is. If it's missing a car alarm or if there's something additional that you want, you talk that out. And if you feel like you need to have another person with you, then by all means, bring someone with you that can help you keep your backbone if you need that extra support. That can bring insight and value to the deal that you're about to close. If you need that extra support, bring that extra support. But make sure it's someone who knows what they're talking about and knows how to negotiate a deal in your favor. You also want to consider buying a used or new car at that moment. If things are going a little sour, if you don't see the car that you want in used condition or new condition, don't be afraid to kind of teeter-totter on the line and decide. If you need to change your mind about buying a new car, you were going to get a used car, or if you were going to get a used car and decide to get a new car, entertain that idea, because you still might be able to get a really good price for this car regardless if it's used or not. So don't be afraid to take a moment and reevaluate when necessary. You also want to know the ideal price range for the desired car. You want to know if there is any previous fire damage, water damage, if the car was in a natural disaster. You want to know the previous life of the car. Where did it come from? How long did the previous owner have it? This is why it's so important for you to look at the Carfax. If you have that VIN number, you can look up Kelley Blue Books. You can look up the Carfax and you can see for yourself, was the car auctioned off? Where did the car come from? What type of indigenous weather was the car used to? Are you going to need snow tires? Are you not going to need snow tires? You need to know the complete history of this car if it is new, if it's going to be a used car. If it's a newer car, you shouldn't have these issues. But if it's had previous owners, you need to know how many, where was the car at, what repairs has the car had, and what will they'll need in the future. You need to be aware of it. Just don't buy a car not knowing anything about it. You want to avoid buying a lemon, so you definitely need to look at the Kelley Blue Book and the Carfax. Look at the current mileage on the car. All these things are the necessary items that are going to keep you from having buyer's remorse. So research that car, figure out what it's all about, where it's been, and how it's going to fit into your lifestyle. And warranties, be wary of some of these warranties. They can be expensive and they can be unnecessary. If you already have a really good auto insurance package, you might not need to get the warranty. Some of these new cars are going to come with them, but be mindful that these car dealerships are going to want you to add on all types of extra unnecessary warranties and packages that you might not need if you already got really good car insurance. You can always talk to your car insurance beforehand and let them know you're about to buy a new car, and that once you get pre-approved, you may be able to add on different things with your own auto insurance. So you might not need to buy that warranty. The warranty is very expensive. It can add up to an extra $100 on that car note every single month. Just be cognizant of that when you get in that office and they have that dealership man looking across from you in the eyes trying to finesse you for more dough. You got to be careful. And when you're buying a car, keep in mind your auto insurance payments. How much is this going to go up? So make sure that if you are keeping the auto insurance company that you have, that you get a new quote for the type of car you want. And that you'll be able to make those payments, for full coverage, liability, and compensation. Make sure that you are going to be able to take on this new debt, and that you've talked to your insurance company and they've told you how much more it's going to be if you get this Dodge Charger. If the insurance is going to go up, if it's going to go down, make sure that you are taking all of this in consideration prior to purchasing. It's going to save you a lot of heartache, time, and money in the future. Buying strategies. Make sure that you always test drive this car. Test drive the car. If you got to do it more than once while you're considering the car, while you're getting pre-approved, while you're doing that, test drive the car. See how it feels. See how it rides on the road. Are you comfortable in it? Can you see yourself in it all seasons? Summer, winter, fall, spring. Can you see yourself in this car? Can you see yourself pulling up at Walmart, at the gas station, at the Sam's Club? Is this car you, and are you this car? Make sure that you are comfortable with it. See how it rides. See if there's any hesitation at stoplights. Does it need a tune-up? Take the car for a spin. If you have a mechanic that you can trust, take the car to the mechanic. Take a look at the car. Pop that hood. Let them check out this engine. See what's going on with this car. Let's don't buy this car blind. Make sure that you are getting all the necessary resources that you have on hand available to make sure that this car is worth your time and money. Research that VIN number. You need this VIN number, like we mentioned before, for the Kelley Blue Books and for the Carfax. That, along with people looking at the car and you test driving the car, is going to keep you from buying that lemon. Do not buy it until you are ready. Do not buy this car out of impulse. When you are comfortable, when you've been pre-approved, you've test driven this car, and this is what you want, then you buy. Don't feel pressured from this car salesman who's just trying to get commission and couldn't care less if you are getting a clunker or not. So make sure this is a comfortable purchase, it's a sound purchase, and you won't regret it the next day. So ignore any salesman pressure. Ignore it. When you're out there, I know it's difficult. It's like 16 people in the parking lot. The whole drive through the parking lot is, hey, 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 can I help you? Can I help you? Hey, hey. It's all of that. Ignore that. You are prepared. You are focused. You are serious. You have your paperwork. And this is about you. This is not about those people. They are some hustlers. This is about you and your big moment. This big old transaction you about to make. This is about you. Forget them. Don't let them get in your hand and make you feel like, you're under pressure. Feel like, all this pressure and stress you out and have you under the microscope. Screw them. This is all about you. You take all the time you need because you can't take the car back. This ain't necessarily like Walmart. There are some things that go on if you try to take a car back. So if you can't see yourself with it forever, just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you feel like they are pressuring you too much and it's out of control, just leave. Just leave. Just leave. It's not worth it. Don't put yourself through that type of stress. And do not buy any extra add-ons to this vehicle. The vehicle should be coming the way you want. If you want add-ons, get those later on down the line. You don't have to get that through the dealership. Dealerships mark up their prices ridiculously. Don't fall victim to that. You do what's best for you. Mention, if you have a trade-in, mention that towards the end of the sale to get the best deal. Don't mention it up front because they'll be trying to finesse the situation. If they know you got a trade-in, they'll try to mark up the price of that car that you want higher to try to get more money out of you. Make sure that towards the end of the sale and that question comes up, you say, yes, I do have a trade-in. Make sure that's at the very end though. Don't let them know up front that you're interested in trading in. You just let them know that you are interested in buying a car. Make sure that you negotiate the sales price on the car too. You never want to pay the full price that's written in shoe polish on the car. You never want to pay that. Dealerships usually mark up these loans by 2% on average. So it's showing you $20,000 on there, but it's not really a $20,000 car, which is again why you need to be on Kelley Blue Books and Carfax and any other website that'll show you the average price for that car in your area with your sales tax. You do that and you'll be prepared and you can negotiate and you can say, well, my papers right here say that this car is not even worth 20 grand. And they can't play you when you have your receipts. Keep that in mind. Come prepared, come ready for war. And if they are talking crazy, get up and leave because ain't nobody got time for that. Loan should not be more than 42 months. That's 3 to 4 years. The life of that loan, you should only be paying on this loan 3 to 4 years. Nothing more than 42 months. That's too much. That's too long to be paying on a car that depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot. Don't let them try to play you and put 56. No. You stay within that 3 to 4 year mark of car payments. And now you also, when all else fails, if the negotiations fall apart and you haven't signed anything, be willing to walk out. Be willing to get up and leave it all behind if people are talking crazy and reckless and pressuring you. Be ready to walk out. You do not have to feel pressure to buy this car just because you started the negotiation process for it. You do what's best for you. This is your car, not their car, your car. Moving on. Number 7, maintenance. Make sure that this car is easily managed financially for yourself, that you're not getting into debt. And that includes for the oil changes, the repairs, any necessary recalls, the gas. Keep all of your paperwork in an auto folder. I suggest a poly folder from Walmart. I actually have all of my car paperwork in a poly folder. I have it separated by repairs, recalls, oil changes. I know who did it, what, where, when, and why. So if something goes down, I know who to blame. Or research them. You can't trust your car with anybody. Research them, look at these reviews, pray on it, bring your coupons, go to Retail Me Not, go to Groupon, always bring you a coupon. Don't ever just sit up there and try to come and pay full price for this stuff. Saves you money in the long run. But who are the auto repair shops in your area? Sometimes you'll have to get things done at your dealership, so hopefully they are local as well. But you need to know who is around your area that can help you get your car fixed and if they tow or not. Because life is crazy, you got to be prepared. You never know what's going to happen. Keep up with your payments. You can pay online with their lender, whoever pre-approved you for that loan. Make sure you're keeping up with those payments. Maintenance is so important for the car. Now that you have the car, it's important for you to be able to keep up with it. Make sure that you can manage the finances of the car for the amount of time that you have this car. It's not going to take care of itself. You have to keep the repairs up. You have to make sure that you can afford the gas for this car if necessary. Any repairs, charges, because it's cute, okay? Be mindful that getting a new set of tires for a Dodge Charger can run you about $1,000 depending on the make, model, year of the car and the size of the hubcaps and the rims on those Dodge Chargers. This is a big investment. So the more exotic and foreign the car, the more expensive the maintenance of the car. Keep that in mind. This car is yours now. Take care of it and it'll take care of you and it'll get you around your city every single day. And you also want to make sure that you have really good auto insurance that has roadside assistance, that has some warranty programs. You might even want to consider AAA. AAA also has some roadside assistance, but this is important. In case you break down, there's a tow truck that can come get you. You run out of gas, they'll bring you gas. You have a flat tire, and you might not know how to change a flat tire, because a lot of people don't. They'll come, they'll change the flat tire, they'll put your spare on, and that'll allow you time to get to where you gotta go. So make sure that you do have some roadside assistance. Make sure that even if it's through AAA, it could have been gotten done through your dealership. Some of them offer it too, because they want you to spend more money coming back and get your car fixed with them. I don't recommend that. Dealerships rip you off when it comes to those repairs. If it's something that they have to do and only them, then go. But if you can get this fixed at Firestone or Maxi Auto or Pep Boys, is expensive too. But if it's somewhere that you can go and get this fixed for a really great price and great work, I don't recommend getting everything done at your dealership. Again, they mark up their prices there because they are their dealership. All right? Make sure that your car is fuel efficient. Do not begin a gas guzzler. Again, like the bigger the car, the more foreign exotic, they take premium. Regular, it's just not regular unleaded down at the gas pump. No, no, no. They want all your money. It's premium. And premium is always what, 10 to 20 cents more than what unleaded is. If you can afford that lifestyle, then congratulations, secure the bag and share the tips. But if you like the rest of us, you better stick to them cars that depend on unleaded. Live your best life unleaded at the gas pump. Make sure that those tires are affordable. Make sure that your Michelin and your Goodyear and your Firestone tires are all up to par, and get the insurance on the tires. People don't talk about insurance on the tires. It can be expensive. Sometimes it's $5 to $7 per tire, but if tire does pop out there in them streets and you have to put that donut on there and roll back, guess what? You got insurance on your tires. You ain't got to go get another tire. You just saved yourself some money because you thought ahead. And that's why I messes with you, because you keep it real. It's like repairpal.com. I actually use repairpal.com. There's a couple of other websites that you can use, but repairpal.com, it shows you how much the repair for your car should be in your area. If you're getting spark plugs, if you're getting a new heater, whatever it is, you just put it in there, put in your zip code, and it shows you the average price. You take this with you when you go to these dealerships, because they will try to play you as well. They'll try to overprice you, especially if you're female. Ladies, they tend to think that we are nothing but hair, makeup, and nails. They don't tend to think that we are mindful or aware or car savvy. So they always try to mark up prices on us. So you go to repairpal.com and you make sure that you type in what you need, put it in your zip code, and it tell you for your area your area, how much it should be at these dealerships and at these auto repair shops. And there's also some repairpal.com affiliate. You can go there with the quote or without the quote from repairpal.com, and you will still get that same service price because they honor the average price that's on the website for repairpal.com. So make that one of your best friends. Keep that in your bookmarks on your phone or your computer. You're going to need repairpal.com. Your car over the years, wear and tear, things are going to happen. Recalls are going to happen. Nobody's perfect, and they don't make cars the way they did when our parents was getting them. Now they just fiberglass and fall over the street after one hit. So you got to be careful. You got to be prepared. You got to be ready. Safety. Definitely have safety on the brake. Newer cars already have the car alarm on the car key. And you can just, like, your car keys here, and you can just lock and unlock, and you can turn the alarm on as soon as you lock the car. However, if you have an older car, or if your car did not come with the alarm and it just came with the key, make sure that if your car doesn't have an alarm, that you get an alarm. You also get a discount on your auto insurance for having an alarm on your car. You get a discount for having anti-locking brakes. There's a plethora of things that you can do to get a discount on your car insurance other than bundling. But if you don't get a car that has the car alarm that goes with it, with the key, get you a separate car alarm installed. It only takes a couple of hours, and you can find places that do it pretty inexpensively if you research and do your homework. But definitely get you a car alarm if your car doesn't come with one. Your safety is important. Your ability to get to and from work is important. Your livelihood is important. So don't be rolling around here without a car alarm on your car and taking chances of somebody rolling off in your wheels. Be careful with that, all right? Our 8th installment of the Millennial Success Bylaws series. You guys, in part 9, we've come such a long way. Now, hopefully y'all are starting to see the build-up of why we've had each video in the sequence that we have. Because look at us, now we're buying cars. I wonder, what are we gonna buy next? What are we gonna do next? We still have 2 videos left in our Millennial Success Bylaws. I wonder, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do next? If you want to know what we're going to do next, make sure that you are not only caught up with the series and you are subscribed to this channel, already hit that notification bell next to the subscribe so you can find out what part 9 is. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.